Alright, so here we go. We have Sony's PlayStation, Jim Ryan, publicly, and I truly mean publicly, attacking Xbox's Phil Spencer, you know, the guy that runs all of Xbox, about the Xbox and Activision Blizzard deal. He's publicly going out there talking about Call of Duty, how it's inadequate for PlayStation services, and how it's going to hurt the consumer. There's a lot of back and forth going on because this deal is the biggest deal we've ever seen in gaming, and maybe in tech. So let's get into everything that's being said because this is insane. Alright, so you know the drill. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you want to be notified on future videos, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go the extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. All the support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so I really just want to get into this because I'll be truthful. I had a video ready to go talking about a couple other things that Xbox was talking about. And then this news dropped randomly. It's about PlayStation's Jim Ryan attacking Xbox and going after them, and even publicly stating that he's talking about Phil Spencer and what they want to do with Call of Duty, the biggest game that releases every single year. And most people have been talking about this for a while. I've had multiple videos about the Activision Blizzard deal. There's been articles out there. The FTC's involved. Europe is involved. So many people are involved and so many legislations are involved that it's starting to become the biggest news topic within the gaming industry. Yeah, it's even outweighing the other things like Ubisoft getting a lot of investment from Tencent, Sony's buying a couple studios. All these things are being overshadowed because Activision Blizzard and Call of Duty are just that big. So let's get into what Jim Ryan had to say, you know, the CEO of PlayStation, and what he had to say about Call of Duty with Xbox. PlayStation Xbox's Call of Duty offer was inadequate on many levels. Microsoft has promised to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 3 years, beyond the current agreement between Activision and Sony, says PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan. In a statement provided to gamingindustry.biz, Ryan says the offer was inadequate on many levels. The disagreement between the two companies follows Microsoft's offer to buy Call of Duty publisher Activision Blizzard in a deal worth nearly $69 billion. The deal is currently being scrutinized by competition regulators within the UK regulator, the Competition and Markets Authority, concerned over the possibility of Microsoft withholding or degrading Activision Blizzard's content from other consoles or subscription services. Last week, Xbox revealed that it had provided a signed agreement to Sony to guarantee Call of Duty on PlayStation with feature and content parity for at least several more years, beyond Sony's existing contract with Activision. Xbox said this offer goes well beyond typical gaming industry agreements, and that's something that Phil Spencer publicly did say. I made a video about this and talked about this. This was all over social media. We know that Phil Spencer understands what's happening. They know that the scrutinization and they know that the FTC and all these other regulators are going to attack the Activision Blizzard deal because Microsoft is one of the biggest companies in the world. So you're going to buy another big company that has a lot of competition within the industry of gaming. Yet, everybody keeps talking about a monopoly and nobody's seeing that. That's not what's going to happen if they get Activision Blizzard. In fact, Nintendo and Sony have dominated the gaming industry. They've been number one in revenue, they've been number one in sales, and they've kind of dominated for so long that Microsoft is finally going to start competing in multiple ways. Not only just bringing out games, but getting publishers or getting other exclusives under their belt that other people just can't do. And that's what Jim Ryan is talking about. He said weeks ago that PlayStation and every other publisher out there can't compete with what Call of Duty brings to the platform, when in reality, EA has said Apex Legends competes, Ubisoft has said Siege competes, and a bunch of other developers and publishers around the industry have said that multiple games compete with Call of Duty. League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Valorant, and a bunch of other big free-to-play games like Fortnite. So what is the big deal between Sony and Call of Duty? Well, it's money, and it's them wanting Call of Duty to be on the PlayStation platform for as long as they can get it on there, which is brought up right here. The current deal between Sony and Activision Blizzard around Call of Duty is believed to cover the next 3 releases, including this year's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. However, Sony says the offer fails to consider the impact on PlayStation gamers. I hadn't intended to comment on what I understood to be a private business discussion, but I feel the need to set the record straight, because Phil Spencer brought this into the public forum, Ryan stated. Microsoft has only offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years after the current agreement between Activision and Sony ends. After almost 20 years of Call of Duty on PlayStation, their proposal was inadequate on many levels and failed to take account of the impact on our gamers. We want to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality Call of Duty experience, and Microsoft's proposal undermines this principle. So let me get this straight. Sony, the people that, money had a lot of third-party games and a lot of third-party publishers and keep it exclusive on their platform, are complaining that Call of Duty might be bought by a bigger publisher, aka Microsoft, and they're going to bring that game only to Xbox and make it exclusive, so you're going to complain about that. When in reality, Sony is one of the most egregious anti-consumer companies when it comes to gamers. They have locked down a bunch of stuff. They locked down strikes from Destiny that didn't go on Xbox, so how are you going to have parity there? How are you going to bring high quality across the industry when you're locking things down on other platforms from third-party developers? There's other examples like Avengers getting Spider-Man only on Sony's PlayStation, while other gamers don't get it on Xbox or PC. So all of these things you're talking about experiences and high quality on PlayStation, you're doing to other platforms. You're taking things away from gamers across the industry, yet you're only concerned about PlayStation. So isn't it just fair, or just common sense, for Xbox to only think about Xbox and their platforms, aka PC and Xbox, while you only care about PlayStation's? That's the whole point. That's what business does. And to be quite honest with you, this is beyond any typical gaming industry agreements that Xbox is doing, which is what Phil Spencer said. They don't have any right. They don't have to give anything to PlayStation. They're doing it because they understand that the FTC and Sony are going to continue to complain about this big deal. But overall, PlayStation doesn't get any scrutiny. They lock things down like crazy. Look at Final Fantasy, look at Deathloop, look at all these games like Ghostwire Tokyo, all of these games that Sony is locking down from third-party publishers. Some of them, which is Deathloop and Ghostwire, are owned by Xbox, and they're locking these down and keeping them off of multiple platforms. Oh, and they're charging more money for it. They're charging $70 for these games, and they're charging more money for their console across the industry, not in the United States. So this is just weird. I feel like Sony is extremely greedy here. I feel like them losing Call of Duty is probably the biggest hit they'll ever take. And if you look at Minecraft, they did the same thing then. When Xbox bought Minecraft, what did they do? They called Xbox to see if they were going to keep it on their platform. And I guarantee if Xbox said, no, they're not, Sony would cry to the regulators then. That's what Sony does. They do a lot of things. It's more of do what I say, not as I do. And that's what I don't like about what Jim Ryan and everybody's talking about here. Because let's be real, they talked about subscription services not being stable, yet they opened their own. They talked about giving their games only on believing in generations and keep it on the PS5, yet a lot of those games are on PC. And then they talked about their SSD being the only thing that can run some of these games like Ratchet & Clank, when developers came out and said, no, that's false, you could do it on last-gen hardware. There's a lot of stuff here that's kind of wishy-washy, and I don't really like that Sony's been doing, and them attacking this deal is just another one and another icing on top of the cake. Because let's be real here, Xbox buying Activision Blizzard is a massive deal. Yet, like I've said before, this isn't about the consoles. This is about PC and mobile. That's all it's about. And to be quite honest with you, I've been playing on my PC a lot because Xbox has been pushing me towards that. A lot of the games on Xbox Game Pass run great on there on the platform, and a lot of them are exclusive to PC. So they're just expanding where they are. They're expanding their platform. Xbox isn't just a console anymore, and it never is going to be just that console. It is always going to be a platform across multiple devices now. If you're on PC, you're an Xbox gamer. Mobile, Xbox gamer. Console, Xbox gamer. It doesn't matter. The problem is that Sony doesn't have that, and they understand that they're falling behind drastically when it comes comparatively to what Xbox is doing. And losing Call of Duty in about 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years, is going to be another hit that they cannot recover from. So they're trying to stop this before it moves forward. And I'm going to say it right now. Xbox is playing extremely nice with them. They can just cut it off and be like, nope, once the deal's done, Call of Duty is exclusive to this platform. But instead, they're giving Sony time to catch up, because that's what they're trying to do. They aren't trying to make a monopoly. They're trying to make it competitive, and they're just trying to expand what they're doing in the gaming industry and the gaming market. Let's hope Sony takes that, but also let's hope that the FTC also looks at some of the things that Sony's been doing, because locking games down on your platform, locking content down on games that are multi-platform just isn't consumer friendly. And in fact, Sony has been acting like the most anti-consumer company that we've seen in a very long time. Let's hope that Xbox calls that out, because they've even said that Sony's trying to stunt the growth of Game Pass and growth within gaming. But let me know what you think about this. Are you surprised that Jim Ryan went public with this? Are you surprised that Phil Spencer went public with this? Do you think other dirty laundry is going to be put out into public so everybody can see? I have a feeling that this deal is really on the brink of maybe falling apart or even going through soon. So far, so good for Xbox, but I want to see what these regulators have to say, and I also want to see Sony stop fighting back, because this is just weird seeing somebody that's been so anti-consumer attacking a company that has probably been the most pro-consumer in gaming for a very long time next to Steam. Let's hope everything comes out and gets ironed out, because so far this deal is nowhere near being done, and I think it's going to be pushed into 2023, maybe even mid-2023. So go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button to support us at the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man. I beat that game, and I had a blast on it for the PC. I've been jumping into a lot of Days Gone. I'm actually about 15 hours into that game on the PC, and I do have to say that the stable frames of 90 to 100 on that game at max settings looks insane. Not to mention playing it with a mouse and keyboard, it's just so much better. I really did not enjoy that game on the PS4 Pro. The frame rates would drop to like 13 or 20, and it just felt really bad. It didn't look all that great on the PS4 Pro, so I'm glad that they patched it and made it a great port on the PC, because I'm really enjoying that game now. And I've also beaten Midnight Fight Express, really enjoying that game. Man, that was really cool. It's a really small indie game, but I enjoyed it. I thought the mechanics were great. I thought the gameplay was great, and I have to say, it's another Xbox Game Pass gem that I probably would have never played, but now that it's on there, I beat it and enjoyed it. I'm playing and beating more games on Xbox Game Pass because that's just a lot of fun, and I'm actually playing a lot more on PC because of that. They're dropping a lot of games on there, a lot of PC-only games that I'm really interested in, and every time I see them on sale on Steam, I'm thinking about buying them, and then I go look at Game Pass and it's there, so I don't need to buy it. I already own it because of Game Pass. So I'm playing a lot of games there. Let me know what you're playing. Are you on your PC, your Xbox Series X, or are you on your PS5 playing something? Let me know down below, because that's what we're here for, Stock Games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.